everyone. Good afternoon. My name is Luis Torres, and I'm with the office of Congressman Silvestre Reyes. We're right across the street. And we've been hearing a lot of you over the past couple of weeks and over the past couple of days, and I've had a chance to interact with some of you here. I know Judy has worked with our office many times. We just want to come in my official capacity as legislative director for the congressman. We just want to say that we stand in solidarity with you and with your voices and what you're trying to raise. There are people, thank you, there are people in Washington right now who took over in November. And Javier was saying, you know, people don't vote and elections have consequences. In November, a whole rack of people came out. They voted and they elected a lot of people who are very much extreme ideologues, some of them. They don't think there's a role for government in anything, in the environment, in social issues, in worker rights, in women's rights. They don't think there's a role for government in that. And they want to take the government out of it. The only role they see in those issues is to tell women what to do, is to tell businesses you're allowed to pollute, is to tell workers you can't unionize. That's the only role they see for themselves, and they're going to keep pushing it. Many of you may not know, but Congressman Reyes voted against the Bush tax cuts the first time around. He thought they were irresponsible. When President Obama was forced into compromising with the Republicans, Congressman Reyes said, no, I'm going to vote against that anyhow. When Bush decided to move us into the war in Iraq, Congressman Reyes, as a war veteran, decided to vote against the war in Iraq because he thought it was irresponsible and we should not be there. So some of you may not have known that, but he's a champion for El Paso. And somebody mentioned the border wall. Congressman Reyes, as a Border Patrol agent, he worked with the Border Patrol. The Republicans thought they could count on him to be a voice in favor of the border wall. But he was one of the leading Democrats standing against the border wall and stood up against the militarization of the border, expressing opposition to the National Guard, expressing opposition to all of these different aspects that don't make our community better, but make it a far more harsher community. Now, you don't have to take my word for it. And sometimes my boss will disagree with you on some of the issues. And you know that, and many of you here, you read up and you look at the issues. He may not be with you on all of the issues, but he's an honest man, and when he's with you 100%. And you can count and you can bet on that. Yeah.
But will he run a publicly financed campaign?
The congressman is going to accept contributions from his supporters. You know, if there are individuals who give to him, right now, over 60% of his contributions come from individual El Pasoans who contribute to his campaign.
Question here and there.
Okay, I was wondering if we could keep the politicians out of this movement.
Yes.
Please, I personally do not like Congressman Reyes. I don't think he represents El Paso. And I think you taking up the time to say how honest he is a waste of time. We're here as a community. We're organizing as people. We don't want to deal with corrupt politicians. I honestly, personally feel Congressman Reyes is corrupt. So, I mean, if you're going to say something for the people, I would like to hear that. I don't want to hear about Congressman Reyes. I don't know. That's my
person over here.
You know, one of our major issues is the corporate takeover of our government. You know, Congressman Reyes has taken campaign contributions from some big corporations, including military, industrialist, corporations, and that's something we're, one of our major
He has also taken support from the National Education Children's Fund. He's also taken support from the SEIU.
I know.
Okay, hold on.
If I may.
My answer never
I would ask that instead we have a representative come here and answer for himself. Of course. His office is right across the street. And right now, this is a forum for us to have our voice, not to attack each other, because that's what we've been doing. We've been attacking each other instead of uniting each other so we can have a collective voice.
Right. And I'm going to take off, but I just wanted to express on behalf of him, he stands in solidarity with you, and I respect what the young lady said, but we're still part of this community. And I don't see anybody else here expressing their support. We brought you some water. You can take it if you want water. We brought some fruit for the group, and we just want to say we stand in solidarity with you. Our office is right there. I am here. Our staff is here. We're listening and we're ready to take your feedback. So that's all I wanted to say. And
thank you. Are you hearing what we're saying? He's saying that we want reform in bank laws, financial, and we want him to take a lead on this.
Right.
And immigration reform.
Absolutely. And he's been doing that. Now there are a lot of people who don't want that. And I don't see any of those people here.